Hey guys, you know who this is. I'm going to do a model review today of the Diecast Masters 390FL, which should have the ME because it is a mass excavator. Also, too, we'll talk about the downfalls of this, the good, the not so good, the nitty gritty. You know what I'm saying? Um, First off, I will review the model, then I'll compare it to the CCM 390, which is really no comparison, and the Hitachi 870 by WSI, which are the same size machines. So let's get on with this model review. Alright, so let's start with the bucket here. As you can see, it's painted black, which doesn't look too shabby on the machine because, gotta admit, the new cats have too much yellow on them now. It's got nice gardening to it, nice teeth. Just menacing the edges right here, but it is etched in, which kind of looks horrible. But it's got nice gardening up front, so it's not too bad. It's got stickers on the stick for warnings, the cat decal, or the power edge as everyone calls it. All the decals are clean and crisp on this. I should have probably centered this machine better, but that looks a little small for the machine, if you ask me. Should have made it a little bit bigger to outstand right here. So that's a downfall right there, and I think that's on cat's end. There's more clean, crisp decals though. Let's see here. Let's do the right side on this thing. Not too bad, not too bad. Downfall one is digging depth. You can see that is pretty horrible. So gonna need to modify that at some point. But the hydraulics do hold any pose you want. They're strong, they're stiff. Not too stiff where you can't work with them. So you can see. The door keeps on popping open, so I guess maybe the operator inside wants to talk, but who knows. But that's one feature. So we'll go to the other doors then. Got this side door right here, where you can access the motor and all the filters on the outside. There's hydraulic lines that run around over there. Somewhat of a detailed engine with no color to it, so it kind of looks horrible because most cat engines, everyone knows, has black covers on top. This little nub right here should be attached, but it's free flowing, so that's not any good. So there's a couple problems there, and as you can see, mine doesn't like to stay all the way down. But we'll run up here with the hoses. Rubber hoses that run up to the front, all the way up to the boom, all the way up to the boom, I have to say, all the way to there, all the way up here. But these two right here on the cylinder are plastic and etched in. Unlike these are rubber, of course. Down below you can see there is no other lines, because there should be lines right here, but there isn't, and they're not even etched in, so that's kind of sad. What also is kind of bad is the cab guard on this. There should be one on top, and it looks a little thick, so it's hard to see through, but hey, I'm not the operator in it, this guy is. And speaking of the operator, he is detailed, but his hands should be right on the controls, not on the traveler, because his feet are close to it. So, and he's up a little front. Back of the seat there is a little cat logo, which is kind of cool, but everyone's doing that now. Let's see here. The grill is etched here, as you can hear. All the handrails on here, surprisingly, are pretty flimsy. Well, this one isn't, but this one is. So it's got flimsy handrails that are nothing but plastic. So yeah, and you can see this is supposed to be the camera, but I don't know, came that way. I don't know how many people have broken ones like that, but yeah. Stack pipe is pretty much hard plastic. the cat should extend all the way down here, and as you can see, there's a little paint effect right there. But whatever. You got the fuel cap system right here, and so on and so forth. The handrails and step ladder here are flimsy plastic too. So isn't the mirror. So be careful of that, guys. It's got the boom lights, which should be a little bit bigger, and yeah, not very, very impressive as I thought it was going to be. The catwalks are etched out, and so aren't the stairs, but you can't see through them, which is kind of a downfall. And you can see all the little door handles and all that fun stuff. The cab is done up pretty well on this, though, I'd have to say. Too bad someone can't make a door that swings all the way back to the side over here. But you can see, guys, it is this. So let's go underneath. Tip the machine operator over. And underneath, where you really can't see, but it's got diecast masters, the number of the model, how many were made and stuff, and it's got where it was made in. It's got individually segmented tracks that are detailed. As you can see, they're supposed to have holes in them, but they don't. But they roll pretty easy. And of course, what every model has now, track tensioners. So far, I've rolled this around, tracks aren't broken on it, so we got some improvements here from what Northcott ever did. Okay, then you got the steps right here, so you can get up in the machine easier and more safely. Let's see here. The little rollers here are just casted in. This aren't these. So the sprocket and all that, and the other idler is pretty much movable. For $130, it's not too bad. But after you put it against, let's see, I gotta be careful with this girl here, because I keep on losing one of the rails here. The big CCM in 1/48 scale. Now the height is roughly the same, but on some of these you had to shave off back here to make them rise this high, which was easy. And the movement down here is pretty much, let's just say it's better than this pile right here, as I call it. So you'll see what machine will actually get more product out in the long run. So size-wise, the CCM is actually taller in the rear. I don't know if you guys can tell, but it's taller and, of course, heavier detailed, but also, too, it's just because it's a CCM. So you can see I do have a little problem with this one. The handrail, or the grab rail, I should say, keeps popping off, but that's normal for this one. But this is still in great shape for being over 4 years old. Still a great piece. So as you can see, there's no comparison here. I still have to say the 390D is a lot better, and they actually did the right way. They did the LME on like diecast masters and whatever Northcott does. And we will compare it to the 870, which is another same size. Now you guys tell me what's a better deal. So right now I'm gonna rate this new diecast master 390 model at a whopping 7. It lacks a lot, needs improvements. If you like big heavy excavators and you want to pay the hefty price of WSI or CCM, this is your way to go. Just modify it so we'll go all the way down and do whatever else you want. But otherwise, it's recommended, and pretty much that's where I'm going to leave it, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed. I know I don't sound good and blah 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 blah. Let's just say I've been through a lot the last couple of weeks, But thanks again to Maze Diecast and awesome dealing and awesome prices he's given me and all the stuff he's done for me. So guys, check him out. I will keep popping his link from Facebook, his eBay, and the main site. Okay, guys, have a good one.